जता देखिताकिनी जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे.
Very good. Mataji is here with us. Before until Mataji, are you ready or do you need some help?
Mataji, I am ready.
Okay, please take over, Mataji.
I think today they got little late in the Damodar class, right?
Yeah, yes, Mataji. Yes.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna. How are you all doing?
Hare Krishna Mataji, this is good Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, this is Advait.
Foreign.
You can have it.
Jagannath, can you please stop doing that? Oh, I don't want you to touch the gadget. Can you please stop?
For him,
Yeah, so then it's okay. You have. Acha is anyway not fasting. I was thinking of making fasting puri. Now I'm thinking puri because you both kind of had. So that's okay. Acha, Kote?
Hare Krishna Balram, I'm seeing you after a long time. How are you?
Good.
No, clear the screen. Okay, can somebody say? Pranav, your mama is talking about fasting puri. Ask your mom to send some.
I was unmuted, Mataji.
Huh?
Sorry, I was unmuted.
No, that's okay. You don't have to say sorry. I was just joking. Okay, so can somebody say? Okay, not somebody. Let me pick one of you and let me ask a question. Mukund is there. Mukund, you shaved your hair?
Yes, Mataji.
You look like a Gurukul boy.
Thank you, Mataji.
Do you have a shika?
Yes, Mataji.
Very nice. Okay, so Mukund, can you please tell what we'll be discussing? Can you please tell what are the 6 questions that the sage has asked? At least 1 or 2.
Yes, Mataji.
Anybody else who knows also can raise hands. Ramachandra, please, Hanvi, whoever can come on the video, please come.
Whenever I put on my video, it just turns black.
That's it. Yes,
So
Mukund.
that's whenever you turn on your video, your screen is black.
You can say 1 or 2. Okay? Go ahead.
The first question is, what is the ultimate good for people in general? And the second is, what is the essence of all scripture?
Okay, thank you. Samhita is raising her. Samhita. Who is Samhita?
She was from the Damodar group.
Okay, Advait, can you say? He said 2 questions. Can you say 2?
Mataji, those classes, I didn't join them.
But then I see you had hand.
I did?
Mataji, can I say the next 2 questions?
Who are
Mataji, for
those?
me, it says that my hand's not raised.
No, it shows here. Kabir.
Oh.
That was Saina Mataji. Can I say the next 2
No,
questions?
I see Kabir also raising hand. That's why I asked. Yes, Saina, go ahead.
Okay, so the third question was, Mataji, why did Krishna come on this earth and Avtarit as the son of Devaki and Vasudeva? And the fourth question was, tell me about Krishna's Purusha avatars.
Good. So then, what are 5 and 6? Anybody wants to say, please raise hand. Kabir, do you still want to say?
I don't know if we said this. Was it please it was please describe the pastimes of Lord Krishna?
Okay. Okay, let it be more precise. Yeah, that was also there. But Mukund, can you say 5 and 6? Where is Mukund? Mukund is not there. Who wants to say 5 and 6? Nobody wants to say?
Mataji,
Ah,
can I tell the 5th and 6th verse?
yes.
Just a question.
I'm taking 15 question. Yes. Please tell.
Okay. Where did Dharma take shelter of after Krishna disappeared from this world? Is Srimad Bhagavatam and
Yes. Who said the answer? Rudra?
yeah.
Yes, that's the 6th question. Correct. Okay, so after sages asked 6 questions, then what did we discuss? Who wants to say? 6 questions is 1 episode. Then Vyasadeva? What happened to
Narad
Vyasadeva?
Muni.
Yeah, what happened to Vyasadeva?
Vyasadeva was distressed.
He didn't know what to write.
Narada Muni gave him instruction to create an elaborate mode on Krishna's pastime.
And that's how Srimad Bhagavatam came.
Why was Vyasadeva sad?
Because he hadn't fully
the-
described Lord's transcendental pastime.
And also about the
Okay, then why when Narada Muni came, what did Narada Muni say?
he told his life, and then he like
told like his past lives, and he told
And
like
told
how
them
he
to write
became
the
such a devotee.
Who was Narada Muni in his past life?
the son of a maidservant.
The son of a maidservant.
Then what happened to him?
Then like the sages came to the rainy season.
There's the prasadam of sages.
And then he saw Krishna, and then he devoted his life going around.
Krishna
and
then
praying-
said once Narad Muni had done tapasya after losing his mother, Krishna said, "You'll never see me again until you are fully involved in my love."
Okay. Okay, so you all remember what has happened. So Vyasadeva was sad, then Narada Muni came, gave instructions, and Narada Muni shared his past life. Then that is over. So now what are we discussing? We're discussing about
Ashwatthama, Ashwatthama.
Ashwatthama.
yes.
Son of Drona Rishi Ashwatthama.
Son of Drona Rishi, who is Ashwatthama.
Okay, then what did Ashwatthama do? What is the bad thing that Ashwatthama
And
did?
he killed the
Sons of Pandu.
while they were sleeping.
Okay, there it ended, right? Then how did Arjuna react?
He was very angry, and he went on his chariot and went after Ashwatthama.
Yeah, no. So then what happened? So you all know who was Ashwatthama. You said Ashwatthama is the son of Dronacharya. And you know that Ashwatthama killed the 5 sons, sleeping sons. Okay, why are we underlining sleeping sons? Why? Why are we
Because
mentioning?
not-
Because they were not armed or
Kill someone when you're sleeping.
Okay. Now it's very confusing. Let me ask. Please raise hands. Please. Whoever wants to answer, raise.
Mataji, can Advait say? Mataji muted everyone, so you're muted.
Yeah.
You muted Mataji. Padmasaki,
What is
Mataji, you're muted.
Mataji, you're muted.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I said, Advait, go ahead.
Okay, so the reason that you were underlining that is because the rule for fighting was that you, first of all, after the fighting time was over, you're not supposed to go into the camp. And Ashwatthama did that. Second of all, he went and killed the 5 sons of the Pandavas. You're not supposed to do that because the fighting time was over.
Yeah,
It was
Kshatriyas.
past sun. It was past. I think you can't fight anymore when it's past sunset.
Sunset. Yeah. After that, you can't fight.
Okay. So, yes. So everything has some rules, right? So even Kshatriyas has a rule. Usually it is said that I was hearing in one lecture that if the opponent is fighting with a club, you're supposed to fight with a club. If they have bow and arrow, you're supposed to fight with a bow and arrow. If they don't have anything, if they're just fighting with their fists, you should
Then
also. So that is why we are underlining that sleeping sons. They're, first of all, they're not in
Yeah.
conscious. So many reasons, right? So what he did was a big, we would say he didn't follow the code of conduct, right? So it was a very bad thing that he has done. If you have to keep it simple, it's a very bad thing. Okay. So then, as you said, Arjuna was so angry. And what did Arjuna promise to Draupadi? Raise hands. Raise hand. He took a vow and he promised. What is that promise? No, not Prana. Oh, nobody's raising hand other than Balavrinda. You want to say? I see your hand raised.
What, Mataji? That was the previous one.
Damodar class, Mataji. Lower
Okay.
the hand, Vrinda. Lower it.
Mukund, can you say?
Yes, Mataji. Oh, wait, Mataji, what was the question again?
What was the wow? Like, what did Arjuna promise when Draupadi was feeling
Oh, yeah.
bad?
That he will kill Ashwatthama and then return.
Okay, yes. So he said, with my Gandiva bow, I shall behead him. That is what he's saying. So in the purport, that's why I pasted. Beheading him with arrows from my Gandiva bow. So now they're saying, I shall then wipe the tears from your eyes. So you can ask me a question. Will devotees cry? Can Vaishnavas cry? What do you say?
No, Mataji, because
Yes,
they're
of tears of happiness. Tears of happiness.
No. Yes, tears of happiness are there. But Vaishnavas also can cry because Srila Prabhupada, one time, how many of us know the Annamrita Foundation, Food for Life, I think that I don't know the exact names. I am very familiar with Annamrita. So if you know, like ISKCON temples, they have all these, they distribute food to little children like you in government schools, all that they do, right? Do you know how many of you know? They do it in a large scale. Yes. So then, because one time Srila Prabhupada, when he was in Mayapur, he has seen little children like you, they were just taking from the garbage all the leftovers, and then they were just taking the, just give me a minute. Yeah. So what I was saying? Yes. So like that, he saw and he was literally in tears. He couldn't take, because Vaishnavas are very compassionate. They cannot take others' pain also. So they cry, but they do something useful. They don't stop. That's what we know, right? We cry, but we don't leave our service. That is what Vaishnavas do. In separation, when somebody die, we cry, but we don't forget our chanting. We don't forget our duties. That is the thing. So that is one point I wanted to mention here. So now Arjuna took the vow, and then what happened? You tell me. Meanwhile, I'll take this slide. I'll show this slide. Then what happened?
Can Ramachandra say?
Yes.
So Arjuna went on his chariot with Krishna, and he was going after Ashwatthama because he was running away. And so Ashwatthama, he learned how to like throw the Brahmastra bow, the arrow, but he didn't know how to withdraw it.
Okay, we'll stop there. Yes. So now Arjuna tried to please Draupadi by his, he made those statements, and now with Krishna, he started going. He was chasing Ashwatthama. So now, why does Ashwatthama has a lot of grudge on the Pandavas? That is the thing. What happened was, we'll quickly do a recap. I know some of you might know, but if anybody doesn't know, we'll just quickly. So as you all know that when the Kurukshetra war was going, it was coming towards the end, and there were very few people remaining in each of the armies. And in the Pandavas, in the Kauravas, if I'm not wrong, there is Kripacharya, Ashwatthama, and one more K. Somebody. Kritavarma, I think. Yes, Kritavarma. So very few people are remaining, and Ashwatthama was Dronacharya was fighting after Bhishma was lying on the bed of arrows. He was vigorously fighting. He was not giving break to anybody. He was like fighting, killing everybody. He was fighting. Then they wanted to stop him. So then we all know the pastime where Krishna asks Yudhishthir Maharaj to say it's not a lie. We don't say lie, because whatever Krishna says is the truth. There will be a reason, because Krishna is the absolute truth. He's not like us. He's the absolute truth. Whatever he speaks is correct.
But funny, Mataji, because in the one pastime where Krishna swallows mud, he lies and says that I didn't eat mud.
Yeah, correct. So whatever Krishna says, there is a reason. So then Ashwatthama, then Yudhishthira, why he chose Yudhishthira Maharaj? Why not somebody else? Why Krishna wants?
His name is Dharmaraj.
Yudhishthira Maharaj.
Yudhishthira Maharaj would never say a lie.
Yes. If Yudhishthira Maharaj says, because this Ashwatthama had a boon that he will not die. Lord Shiva,
You are muted.
Lord Shiva gave him a boon that he will not die. So then if somebody goes and tells, why will Ashwatthama's father believe? He will say, my son has a boon. But only if Yudhishthira says, he will think, because Yudhishthira will never lie. And you all know the story where his chariot is always, not touching the ground. But this particular time it went down. But some say that because he told a lie, it came down, but it is not that. Vaishnavas don't agree with that statement. It is not because he said lie. It is because he was not willing to say that lie in the service of Krishna. If Krishna says anything, you have to do it, right? He was not willing. That's why for few seconds, it just came down. It touched his chariot touched the ground. So then Ashwatthama Atat Kunjaraha is done. So that elephant Ashwatthama is killed, and Krishna blew loudly his conch, so that Yudhishthira Maharaj said, Ashwatthama, the elephant. That elephant part, Dronacharya could not hear, and he was so disturbed, thinking that his son left his body. And then because previously he was not a Kshatriya, he was just a Brahmana, he went into Samadhi. He didn't want to do anything. He said, okay, I will leave my Kshatriya job and I'm just going to do my Samadhi. And you all know that once he was just meditating. He was just meditating. Being a Brahmana, he was just meditating on the Lord. Then we all know that Dronacharya was not liking whom? There was a rivalry between two of them, Dronacharya and
Drupada.
Why? Because Drupada and Dronacharya were very good friends, and Drupada promised that he would help Dronacharya, but when he went, he didn't help. So Dronacharya felt humiliated, and then we know the pastime where when the Kauravas and Pandavas were playing, their ball fell in a well, and they were not able to take it out, and Dronacharya sees it, and he will take his ring, like this ring. He takes the ring, and Dronacharya puts the ring in the well, and he shoots arrows that it goes in between this ring, and the arrows will pile up like a line, like one line, and then he pulls all the balls out. So all the ball out. Seeing that, Bhishma will think, oh, Dronacharya, who else can do this? Because the kids will runningly go and they will explain to Bhishma, and Bhishma understands that it is Dronacharya because he is very skilled, and he will request him to be their teacher, and Dronacharya becomes their teacher. And after finishing the course, because they have to pay something to the teacher, Dronacharya asks, can you just go and because he got humiliated, he want to give humiliation to Dronacharya. First the Kauravas, 100 sons of Dhritarashtra will go, they lost. Then the Pandavas will go. Pandavas are victorious wherever they go, so they will win, and they will bring Drupada to Dronacharya, and Dronacharya will, say, okay, you have to ask me forgiveness if you have to, just be alive. So then Drupada felt so humiliated, but he liked Arjuna a lot. Because Arjuna's fighting skills were so nice that Drupada, though he was defeated by Arjuna, he liked it. And then he did a yagya. He did a yajna because he wanted a daughter, so that the daughter can marry Arjuna, and he wanted a son so that he can kill Dronacharya. So the son was who?
Drishtadyumna.
Drishtadyumna.
And the daughter was Draupadi. So Drishtadyumna's purpose of his birth was to kill Dronacharya. So when Dronacharya was in this samadhi, Drishtadyumna will go, because he is not fighting and he was just meditating. Drishtadyumna will go and he will cut off his head. That is what you are seeing in this picture. So Dronacharya is killed, then his son now Ashwatthama is so angry, and Ashwatthama is also envious on Arjuna, just like Duryodhana. He was also very envious on Arjuna. So all these piled up, he was very envious, and then he will be thinking after the war is done, their law, like Kauravas law.
Mataji, I remember I read that Ashwatthama and Duryodhana, both of them were envious of Arjuna because Dronacharya was partial to Arjuna and would always teach Arjuna like more than everyone else.
Yes. So then what happens? So now, where did I stop? Okay, yeah, Ashwatthama was envious too. So then Ashwatthama wanted to take a revenge, and then he was thinking. Now Krishna and two others, they will, I think Satyaki. I don't remember the exact name, but Krishna, they all will go to inform the Dhritarashtra that the battle is over and the Pandavas won. So then now Ashwatthama will be thinking in desperate angerness. He was like thinking, what should I do? Then he sees an owl enter secretly to the nest of a bird, and the owl will just gulp the sleeping birds. Seeing that, Ashwatthama also will think that I have to do this to teach Pandavas a lesson. He didn't know till then what to do. Seeing that, he got an idea. Then he will go and somehow he will make Kritavarma and Kripacharya also agree to what he's thinking. And then he will go and do this heinous act of killing the sleeping sons of Draupadi. So that is
Mataji, I also learned that he was actually trying to kill the Pandavas only, but he didn't know. He went in the dark room, right? So he didn't know. So there was 5 of them. So he thought it was the Pandavas and killed them.
Oh, is it?
Mhm.
Thank you. Yes, no, I have not heard this.
Yes, it is true.
Okay, so then now Ashwatthama is saying Arjuna is coming. So he's getting panic. Just like, here Prabhupada mentions in the purport, like there was once a demon named Vidyunmali, and he was gifted a golden aeroplane by Lord Shiva. And then what will this demon do? He will take the golden aeroplane, and is always, when golden aeroplane, lot of effulgence is there, then what will happen? There is no darkness, right? So the night is disappearing. Basically, the night is not coming because he's always effulgent, is going behind sun and doing all these pranks, disturbing the nature. Then the sun god gets very angry, and with his rays he will melt the aeroplane. Then Lord Shiva gets very angry because he only gifted, right? Then Shiva will be chasing him, and the sun god will go and stay in Kasi. He will hide there. So it's just a small pastime that Prabhupada mentioned in the purport. So why he mentions, because Ashwatthama, just like the sun god ran, he was so scared and he ran. Similarly, Ashwatthama is also now running. Now Ashwatthama didn't know what to do. Ashwatthama actually, he doesn't have much weapons with him. His father gives him Brahmastra, and I think one more is Narayanastra, and one more is, it starts with A, I forgot. So very less weapons. No. Agni, I think Agni, I read in one article. Maybe let me see. Well, we are drawing something. Yeah, so something like, okay, he has but very, very less weapons. So now Brahmastra came into his rescue because his father said, when you badly need it, then use it. So what did he do? He everything is very nice, right? Even to release a Brahmastra, they have to do some mantras, because it is not an ordinary arrows that we do. So he sanctified it, touched the water, then recited some hymns, and then he withdrew the weapon. And when he withdrew the weapon, what happened? Did you ever, how many of you know about, these wars and atomic bombs in between the countries? And atomic bombs, and if you think about Japanese, how many of you know about Hiroshima?
hear you. I do. I know.
How many of you know Hiroshima and Nagasaki, right? So it was
Yeah,
even
we
till
do.
date we talk about it because the effect of the nuclear weapon was so bad that they try to do one thing and they destroy everything around it. They don't care. If they want to attack Mukund, they don't mind if Saina is there, Advait is there. We talk a lot about nuclear weapons, but those days the Brahmastra is much powerful than the nuclear weapon. But it attacks, if it has to attack you, it will attack only you. It doesn't destroy the surroundings. So now the Brahmastra is so powerful, and it was going so with so much effulgence. And then what happened? Arjuna was so fearful seeing the Brahmastra. Arjuna was like, his own life is in danger. So now he starts talking to Krishna. He will address Krishna and he will start saying these words. He will say, there is no limit to your energies. Everyone in the flames of material miseries can find the path of liberation in you only. And he said, you can instill fearlessness in the hearts of your devotees. Very, very important. So now I have a question. He's saying Krishna will instill the fearlessness in the hearts of devotees, right? So can you say a few examples of the devotees who showed fearlessness?
Prahlad Maharaja.
Yes.
Parikshit Maharaj.
Okay, Prahlad Maharaj, Parikshit Maharaj was.
Mataji, what did you say?
I said here in Prabhupada is saying Arjuna started praying to Krishna, and Arjuna started saying, you instill fearlessness in your devotees and you will remove them from the flames of material misery. So I asked
Dhruva Maharaj.
Examples of devotees who were fearless, who showed fearlessness.
Ambarish Maharaj.
Amrit Maharaj.
Yes, very nice. Prahlad.
Dhruva Maharaj.
In the picture, the residents of Vrindavan, they didn't care about the storm.
Correct.
Narada Muni.
And who else? Our dear Srila Prabhupada.
Prabhupada.
Yeah, so now see, when Krishna is instilling fearlessness, then these gurus or also we say Sakshat Hari. Sakshat Hari Tvena we sing, right? So Guru is Sakshat Hari. So he comes as a representative of Krishna and he will instill that fearlessness to his words, to his knowledge in all of us. So Srila Prabhupada is one of the examples. He himself showed fearlessness. We know why we are saying Srila Prabhupada is fearless. He showed fearlessness because he came here with just not knowing anybody, not having any money. So he just came. And if you see, I was recently reading an article in Dandavats about Jayananda Prabhu, and Srila Prabhupada actually said that he requested to celebrate his disappearance day in all the temples. So he's a disciple of Srila Prabhupada who showed fearlessness, because this Prabhu was making a cart for Jagannath's Rath Yatra, and he found so many lumps on all his body, but he didn't care. Usually when we see that, what will we do if we see some lumps all over our body? We will rush to a hospital, right? We'll see a doctor. But he wasn't so engrossed in the service of Jagannath that he thought, first I have to make this.
What is the question again?
I'm not doing any question. I'm not asking. So now this Jayananda Prabhu was so engrossed. He was thinking, this is my service. I have to finish making cart. Forget about these bumps. So he finished the cart. He handed it over for the service of Jagannath. And then when he went to the doctor, he found out that he has cancer. And then also he was not fearful. He was just doing his services. He was on the wheelchair. He was doing all the services. And Srila Prabhupada said, gave some money for his treatment. I think $5,000. Okay, that $1,000 also he didn't use. He thought, why should I use it for my body? I can use it for the service of Srila Prabhupada. So he was not scared. He was not scared going to die, but he was just thinking, he was so fearless that he was just thinking of how can I serve even in this situation. That was his mood. So the point I'm making here is, so Krishna is instilling that fearlessness, Guru is instilling that fearlessness when we have complete faith on Guru and Krishna. So just as you all said, so many examples, but recently this Jayananda Prabhu was there. Of course, all the Srila Prabhupada disciples are fearless, but Jayananda Prabhu read that he had a lot of lumps, but he was not fearful. He was just doing his service. I thought I have to share with you.
Did he
Okay.
survive?
No, he left his body. He left his body in New Dwaraka temple. He left his body there.
Mataji, that's my temple.
Yes, I read in that article that he left his body in New Dwaraka, listening to Srila Prabhupada's chanting. Okay, so now that's what Arjuna is
Mataji,
praying.
where is New Dwaraka? I'm hearing this first time.
Yeah, Advait, from which place are you?
California, Los Angeles,
Los
Oh.
Angeles.
next to Culver City.
Okay.
I used to go there too, Mataji. Like a few years ago.
Okay, is that Suraj?
I used to live near
Yeah,
them.
Suraj used to be here.
Okay. So then he started saying, you're transcendental, you're merciful, you descend to remove the burden of the world and benefit the devotees. And he said, I don't understand this spreading dangerous effulgence. Then Lord Krishna started responding. Now Arjuna put his, just like in Bhagavad Gita, he was putting all his fear, all his fear, all his doubts, all his concerns. Now he again said to Krishna, and Krishna responds. Krishna said, Ashwatthama helplessly released the Brahmastra. That is why, and he doesn't know how to take it back. That was the reason, this blazing fire is coming. And then he said, the solution is you have to use another Brahmastra to counteract. See, Brahmastra can be counteracted by Brahmastra only. So you release a Brahmastra from your side. So now Arjuna again sanctified, he circumambulated around Lord Krishna. See how nicely Pandavas always depend on Krishna. So he circumambulated. And then what did he do? He released
the Brahmastra.
When he released Brahmastra, 2 Brahmastras, right? So then what happened? There was a great circle of fire covered all outer space and the planets. There was a great fire, and all the 3 worlds, there was scorching heat. It was trembling. It was very powerful effects. So then Arjuna at once retracted when he released the Brahmastra, and when they both came together, this effect was coming on the planet Earth, a lot of scorching heat. Then Arjuna took his Brahmastra back. And after he takes Brahmastra, what happens? What did he do? What do you think he did? Because Ashwatthama...
He took back the other Brahmastra also.
Yeah, that's...
He took the other Brahmastra, and I think he did it because Krishna told him to.
Yeah. So Ashwatthama, horses are very tired. That's why he felt helpless and he released Brahmastra actually. So now the horses will not move forward because the horses are tired. So what happened? Arjuna captured Ashwatthama. He tied him like he ties an animal with ropes. He tied him. And then what will happen is you will see tomorrow. That Radhika Kasturi Mataji will say, I don't want to say it before itself. So that has happened.
So
Now, how many of you know, I read in so many articles that Ashwatthama is Chiranjeevi. So how many of you heard Ashwatthama is Chiranjeevi?
me, Mataji.
Yes.
Heard it, but I don't know what Chiranjeevi means.
Yeah. So let's see. So Chiranjeevi means Chira. Okay. Chirayu. Ayu means Ayush. Chira means long time. So Chira means for a long time. Chiranjeevi doesn't mean that they're always alive. It means they're living for a longer time. So you have 4 names to know. One is Martya. Martya is we humans. We die. The maximum lifespan we can live in this Kali Yuga is
100 years.
100. Yeah. So we are called Martyas. And Amara. Amara means Mara, Amara. Mara is death, Amara. So what does that mean? That means they're devatas, the demigod.
Doesn't die.
Devatas, they live longer time. This was said not by me. Chaitanya Charan Prabhu mentioned in one article, so I thought I'll share with you. So Amara means devatas are Amara, means they live for a longer time compared to the humans, like that. Then Chiranjeevi. Chiranjeevi means they live for 1 day of Brahma. As long as Brahma lives, he lives. So Chiranjeevi means little bit longer. Nitya means eternal. They finish, they don't come to material world anymore. They just, go back to Goloka Vrindavan or the spiritual world. Then they are eternal. They are called Nitya. Okay, so that is the difference. Mritya means those who die, we humans. Amara means Devatas. Chiranjeevi means those who all live for one day of Brahma. And Nitya means eternal. Okay, so that is why.
Mataji, what's the special thing we're doing today?
I think it's crafts.
Yeah.
So so one day of Brahma is 4.32 trillion years, right? Billion? Yeah, billion.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, billion.
Billion or billion, Mataji?
Yes. So one night is 4.32 billion, one day is 4.2 billion. So Chiranjeeva means they live for one day of Brahma. Okay. So that is what I wanted to share today. So and actually the crafts, we are coming in a sequence. If you remember, first we drew that bridge because we said Bhagavatam. What does Bhagavatam do? Did the bridge? What did we say?
The bridge from the material world to the spiritual world in Kali Yuga.
Yeah. So then
wasn't
last week we discussed about Narada Muni. So Narada Muni's appearance, we did Tambura. So today is about Ashwatthama, right? So what we will do is, last week Veena, you all did very nicely. I saw pictures in the group, very, very nice. So today we will do a drawing. I have a task for you. There is nothing to show. See, it is not.
I thought we were gonna make a bow.
I am always thinking that it will be nice if you can remember. So that's why we will take it as a sequence based on the topic that we have discussed. So now please, because there was Brahma, I want you to draw 2 Brahmastras, 2 arrows and a blazing fire coming in the center. Can you do that? Then you will remember.
What are we drawing again?
Because we discussed.
Brahmastra getting wrecked.
Yeah, the 2 Brahmastras are coming, Arjuna's Brahmastra, Ashwatthama's Brahmastra.
Mataji, what do you need for this?
Then there is a blazing fire coming in the center. Oh. Can you please mute? Somebody is not muted. Can you mute? So can you all draw that? That way you will remember. And next week we will do Parikshit Maharaj's birth, right? So that we will do related to Parikshit Maharaj's birth. I suggest you to, if possible, please keep a book so that you will remember. This is called a depiction, right? You all are 4th and 5th graders. So if you do any inference or any observation, because I cannot understand, it is so long to study, you will just depict it in a picture format, right? So that when you see it, you will remember it. So that is what because this is a series, right? Bhagavatam, we are doing a series. It will be very nice if you can have a book. That is my suggestion, but see what works for you.
Mataji, are we drawing it now or later?
Now we do it. You all draw and you will show me. Usually I will show, but this is very easy, so I am not showing. You can just draw and show me.
Can you show like a picture of it?
Let me draw. Let me also draw that. Just give me.
Mataji, that means we're drawing both the Brahmastra of Ashwatthama and Arjuna getting like
2 Brahmastra and a blazing fire comes. So let me get a paper. I will also draw. You start. Those who all can do start. I'm coming. I'm bringing my paper.
Mataji.
He said, please don't do that. We will use some mantras.
Mataji. 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 What do we have to draw?
Is that Samhita?
Yeah.
Yes, I said we will do. Let me show. I'm just showing a rough idea. You all draw very nicely. That's why I thought today you will not need my help. See, I just want like, let me stop sharing. Oh, I think I have to finish this. So very simple. See, what I want is, let me see, like two arrows, right? They're counteracting. I'm just two arrows. I'm just showing you. You can draw it very nicely. Like 2 arrows are counteracting. You can write Arjuna here. You can write Ashwatthama on the arrows. That way you'll remember. And then you can put a blazing fire. You can put orange or yellow color. I'm looking at you and drawing, so it's little difficult to show. Okay, and you can just, so when you see this, you will immediately remember, right, what we have discussed, because you might forget later, right? Not right now. When you get busy.
Oh, you're supposed to draw 2 Brahmastras. Okay.
Yeah, 2 arrows. See, 2 arrows are coming. And then there is a blazing fire when they both came, counteracted, right? That's what we just read. So then you will understand, right? Ashwatthama and they released their Brahmastras. Why did they release? Because there was a...
Mataji, can you show one more time?
No, this is just a rough drawing. You can draw much neatly.
Thank you.
Mataji, instead of drawing arrows like these, could we draw like actual arrows with the stick, a feather, and like some sort of design in the front?
Yes, that's what I was about to say. You can put nice design. You can put some spirals. You can draw like how the king's arrows are very rich. They look even like a king's arrows, right? Not like a normal arrow. So it's all your creativity. That's what I said. You all think a lot very nicely.
Mataji,
Huh?
but I don't know how to write names.
Okay.
You
Should I
don't have to write names. We could just draw 2 Brahmastras.
Should I tell you the name, Samhita?
Yeah, but I will forget, but I can't really remember.
Okay, I'm sharing. You can't remember? I can share.
Okay.
Wait, I'm sharing the arrow that Suraj was saying, right? See, you can put like this. Right, Suraj?
Okay, Mataji, because like I was thinking of something like more advanced.
I
than
know
this.
you always think very creative. So you draw and show us.
Because like I went on the internet, like, and I found like a certain, I looked up the picture of Brahmastra, and what I found was like some sort, it sort of makes sense.
What is coming?
No, type Brahmastra arrow.
Like this?
No, yeah, that sort of thing.
You want like this?
Yeah, that's like what I found.
Okay.
I think this is some sort of Brahmastra, at least.
No, you can be very creative, no problem.
Okay.
What's this? You can't eat today.
Can.
No, you can't.
We eat everything, Mama.
Dina Krishna, you can't eat. Ask Nana.
What?
Ask Nana. Yeah, so you can draw however you like. No problem. If somebody wants simple, so it's a very simple. One straight line, then a triangle, then some small feathery kind of things. So this whole series, we will just mostly try to do it based on the discussion. When my son was small, we used to do like that. I have a book, and whenever we read, he used to draw. He still has it. Past 6-7 years. I think he did it when he was 3 or 4. Then he keeps seeing the pictures.
Mataji, I was looking for Brahmastra online, and it said that you, to invoke the Brahmastra, you have to pray with the arrow saying the Gayatri mantra. So I was joking around, and I told my mom that you and my dad can do, because they both know the Gayatri mantras.
Very nice.
I don't think that's true. And even if that is true, you might need like some sort of bow. And not
Yeah,
any
but
normal bow.
And the Brahmastra arrow is actually very special. You can't, it's like specific. So I don't
Yes,
think
and some certain, and like not every bow could release it. Some bows like break when releasing it because like
I
they're
said
not
it was a
good
joke.
enough.
Okay. Cool.
Wait, how do you spell Ashwatthama?
Ashwatthama, ASH
WATT.
WATT. Let me send in the chat. Ashwatthama.
I got it.
I'm gonna draw like 2 different arrows, though, which are the same arrows, kind of differently. Ashwatthama is gonna be like from the internet. Arjuna's is gonna be like the one I.
Start drawing. I have only 5 more minutes.
I just don't know how to draw the fire.
Deena Krishna, good boy. Thank you for helping your mom to teach class. Very, very good boy.
Krishna Mataji. Okay, we'll share. See, flames are like this.
Mataji, can you click realistic?
I'm just focusing on the little children. Advait, you can draw because you are old enough, right? You can look in Google. That small girl, small children are. It will be this way.
Okay, Mataji.
Thank you, Advait. Well, change Jagannath.
Mataji, I'm very bad at drawing fire. It's kind of hard.
I know it is. Mataji, you're muted.
You can see me, right? It's very easy. Why is it hard? Jagannath, can you please do it? See, you can just put first like a drop like this. See, just like this. In between, You what I meant to say is you can put like a shape like this, like dots, like this, and in between you can keep like this. So you can go like that, like that, like that. I'm saying like that, and inside also. This is very easy way I'm saying. Or you can just go like this, like this, like this, like this. Like that. Flame is like you can draw it in any shape, right? It's easy only. Who said it was difficult? I thought most of you all are artists. You draw very nicely. Go and get a new.
Captain. Because you're not doing it. I'll just watch. I'll just watch it. You're not doing it.
I think we have only 2 minutes. If anybody is done, I would love to see.
That will be seriously. Dora. Great, why did you put mom's?
Who's that?
তো এটা খালি এই পেজে তোকে দেখা যাচ্ছে না তো হোয়াইট পেজে প্লেন হোয়াইট পেজে না করবি
Who is not muted?
না আমি রাবার দিয়ে মুছি
Suraj, did you finish drawing?
Mataji, I'm using a scale and trying to draw the most accurate thing. I even have Google open and I'm looking at the picture.
Okay, I know you draw very nicely. You're very creative. Okay, I think we have to end the call. Just last 1 minute. If there is anybody who wants to show, you can show, or you can please send it in the group. I'll see it there. Shama Gauri, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji.
Hi.
Mataji, can I
Hare
share?
Krishna Mataji.
It has a pizza on the screen. Why?
What?
Karthik is having pizza. Picture showing. He's showing. Not eating pizza. He's having a pizza.
There's such thing as a college pizza. That'd be funny.
Oh, Shama Gauri, after a long time, I'm seeing you.
My mom makes a
Yeah, I went to.
pizza. It is a thing.
I went to India for a month in July.
Oh, Tulasi Manjari, very, very nice. See how she drew super. Very, in a very, let us show her.
Yeah, I'm putting Mataji.
No,
Very
Yes.
beautiful.
Tulasi Manjari, why don't you write names on the arrows if you want? Like Arjuna's arrow is Ashwatthama is one.
To do
One.
that.
It's an ID.
Okay.
Very nice.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
Mataji.
Good job.
Mataji, I spent so much time just to make one arrow.
Wow, look at Suraj's arrow.
Just spotlighted Mataji.
Very nice, Suraj. Mataji, Suraj is always very creative, right?
Yeah, Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Okay,
All kids are so creative. They want to
Yeah.
show their talent.
Tell tell one idea and they all come up with different.
Yes, Mataji. They think better than us.
Yes, correct, exactly. They amaze. Like I was asking, can you tell examples of the devotees who are fearless? They came up with so many. Some I myself forgot. And they say I got.
Very nice. They're all glories to their parents. So it's already 7:16. So we have to close the call here. I would like to offer my obeisances to all of you. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripasindhuvascha Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Her Grace Padma Sakhi Mataji ki jai.
Thank you all so much for being very nice. I will see you next week.
Bye bye.